Good morning. I was watching a jet stream, or a jet leaving a jet stream, and buzzards. I was just telling Bob, there are so many buzzards. You know the thing I said the other day about, I'm not dead yet? I said we need to rename our street Buzzard Alley, and not because we live here. I once again failed to let our mods know that we were going live. So, I'm going to go ahead and say hi. I'm Susan. Welcome to Lip Lock No More. I'm going to start talking about a case that began the night before last on my channel. Anyway, what I'm saying is the first time I addressed the case of Daniel Hoyle, 2-day-old Kennedy Hoyle, and Brandon Isabelle in Memphis, Tennessee, was night before last. I've had some trepidation over addressing another case, especially one that's difficult. Difficult emotionally, with my passion and my inability to, not just inability, but unwillingness to detach my emotion from the cases. But Memphis is close to where I live in Arkansas. No, not just a piece down the road. A couple hours. But relatively close to home, and here we go with our lag. And the crazy crackle. Now, I don't know if any of you, not seeing anybody in chat yet. Hi Esther, hi Radio Gods. We don't have any mods here yet. I failed to let our mods know that I was going live. I don't know why I don't remember that, because what we talk about kind of needs them, doesn't it? So Radio Gods, I may mod you if my mod option will come up. Oh, and because we're not talking about summer, I know you're a pro, honey, and what happens sometimes is my options. Hi, Jean. Let me see if my options to mod you. No, it's not. It's really weird, Radio Gods. Sometimes my option for modding, like several days ago, it came up when I asked it to. Just now, when I touched your name, I only got the options that a moderator would, and I certainly don't want to time you out or hide you from my channel. Hi, Janica. How are you, darling? I realize that the majority of my audience has come to me because of Summer Moon Utah Wells. And she certainly is going to remain the focus of this channel until some resolution of some kind. So I don't want any of my viewers to get the idea that I'm going to abandon summer. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. Hi, DC. But the case of still missing 2-day-old Kennedy Hoyle in Memphis, Tennessee deserves attention. Not only because of the horrendous nature of the crimes, but because I'm a grandmother and I have seen April Campbell, the mother of Danielle Hoyle, the grandmother of Kennedy Hoyle, and the grandmother of a now orphaned 10-year-old girl, another daughter of Danielle Hoyle. I've seen April Campbell crying and my heart just goes out to her. So for April Campbell and the 10-year-old surviving daughter, high crime and justice, whose name is not known to us and should not be made known to us, I want to give this case some attention. Hi, Crystal's Crime Time. Y'all know that my habit is to have my notebooks, my post-it notes when I start my research. And when I first addressed this case the other evening, one of our chatters, I think it was Brianna, don't hold me to that, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was Brianna, that is boots on the ground there in Memphis. We were talking about Brandon Isabelle, the alleged murderer, baby killer, and his Facebook page. And that I reckoned, hi Jean's Journey, that would be, in this day and age, a good place to start out looking at this guy. Now let's keep in mind, although Brandon Isabelle has confessed to police, Memphis police, he has been arrested and detained on 2 charges of first-degree murder in the fatal gunshot wound to the head of Danielle Hoyle. And although he has admitted to police the shooting and that he threw the murder weapon into the Mississippi River along with I wish I could put up a trigger warning, so this is just verbal. I've got to give you a verbal trigger warning because right now, as far as I know, I have no mods here, and I can't. So if any of you in chat, radio gods, honey, hi Magenta, although I cannot mod you, thank you, Crime and Justice. Any of you who have the little icons with the blasting or fire or something and the words all in caps, Tracy, hi honey, that you could go ahead just as a chatter in my live chat, if you could put up trigger warnings for anyone who might view this, thank you Tracy, as an upload after the live. And I'll try to remember to amend my title and include a trigger warning in that. Thank you, Jean's Journey. Thank you all of you that are helping potential future viewers. Okay. So pretty sure it was Brianna in our chat who said, Miss Susan, if you go look at this Brandon Isabelle's Facebook page, hi Kelly, be careful. Brianna indicated that it was, I'm not sure this was her word, but disturbing. Like, I might get to a place that I might not want to go any further. So because yesterday was Summer's birthday, and I had made my audience the promise that February the 4th would be focused solely on Summer, that's what we did. But today is February the 5th. So today I want to talk about this case. And the trigger warning is this. Brandon Isabelle has confessed to not only killing Danielle Hoyle, throwing the murder weapon into the Mississippi River, but he threw the 2-day-old Kennedy Hoyle, his own child, into the Mississippi River. At this point, we do not know if the baby was alive or if he had killed the baby, Kennedy Hoyle, before he threw her into the muddy Mississippi. So by this morning, after Summer's birthday, I had worked up the courage to go look at Mr. Brandon Isabelle's Facebook page. And if you've seen the community post I made, I don't know, 30 minutes or so ago, because I have now learned how to do a screenshot and draw a circle around something in a rather primitive fashion and download it, improvise, adapt, and overcome. You know, I upload the screenshot to my photos in the cloud, and then I have to message it to myself in a text, and then I save the attachment to my gallery, and then I go to my community tab on my channel and I upload the post. After those, I'm sure there's a much simpler way, but I don't have the text-heavy, hi, Red Ruby Sky, to do it. I don't care if it takes me a bunch of steps, as long as I get where I want to go and my audience sees what I want them to see. And that is that as of today, Mr. Brandon Isabelle has deleted everything from his Facebook page, or someone has. It's my understanding he's in custody. So one would assume he does not have access to the internet. So, night before last, someone was able to look at his Facebook page while he was in custody. So has someone else deleted everything from Mr. Isabelle's Facebook page? Because right now, if you go there, you see a profile picture, not a very good one. That's what I posted on Community, along with this information. He works at Ralph Lauren. He went to Cordova High School. He lives in Memphis, Tennessee, and he's followed by 163 people. Yet, his friends list is completely deleted. All of his photos are deleted. All of his posts are deleted. There is nothing there. So who deleted all of that? Now look, I want to make it clear to any new viewers. I am an old granny in the Arkansas Ozark Hills. In my past, among other career pursuits, I have been an investigative journalist. That's my only qualification to address any of this. I have a very curious nature, and I need some light, don't I? Show all my wrinkles. But here's what I want to say to my viewers. Although Isabelle has confessed to police, although he has been arrested on 2 warrants of first-degree murder, this is an ongoing investigation, and we have got to be very careful as an opinion channel, a commentary channel, to tiptoe when it comes to rumors and our opinions. We need to be really clear, and I want to ask y'all to help me. Miss Susan, reel it in now. Because this baby's body has not been found. And babies, they've suspended the search according to news reports. Weather conditions, the fact that Isabelle confessed, other elements, I'm sure. Now, do we want them out there looking? Oh, yes. Does April Campbell want them out there looking? But let's give them a break, y'all. Hi, Matt. Let's admit to ourselves. I'm trying. Stick with me, I'm trying. Let's admit to ourselves that it's hard to say. It is so hard to get these words out of my mouth. We have got to admit to ourselves that statistically, the baby's body will most likely not be found. I thought I had worked myself up into a good enough state of anger over Brandon Isabelle that I wouldn't do this. So I'll tell you what. Let me flip the camera lens. Look at some stuff. Because I want to get our conversation started on Lip Lock No More. Some of you may not have access to some of this news. I do have viewers in Australia, in the United Kingdom, in countries outside of the United States of America, and I don't know how limited they are to their access. And I know my friend Brooks on Crime Lines and Lies will often restream major news media for her viewers who live in other countries. So that makes me think that maybe some of my viewers don't get to see this footage. Hi, Kimmy Stacy. So thank you, Radio Gods, for welcoming our viewers this morning. I haven't seen a mod yet. Hi, East Coast, and hi, faraway eyes from New Zealand. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I really am doing my best to maintain emotional balance. It's hard. But I don't like to stress you guys out any more than you're going to be stressed out by what we're going to look at. Now, first thing I need to do, of course, is flip the camera around, and for a bit here, I won't be looking at chat. Copyright disclaimer, Fair Use Section 107 of 1976 allows for purposes of criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and satire, fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might be otherwise infringing on the copyright holder. Now, the other night, when I very first, hang on, I'm going to see if I can bring something up here that, okay. This is the Google Map view of the area where Danielle Hoyle's body and her tan Chevy Cruze vehicle were found. In this area, I don't know if you see my cursor. This is Sedgwick Street, and this is Levi. And that night, while I was making that upload, looking at this map, I noticed that this, hang on, this right here, let me get my cursor, sorry. Okay. This is the Quarter Boys Clubhouse Blue Light Lounge. It also says cafe. And it opens at 12 a.m., which of course is midnight. And I noticed this also is called the Blue Light Lounge. And I noticed the woods and the kind of out of way location of this area where Danielle Hoyle's body was found. And that night, I walked into the living room to my husband and I said, Heidi, love, I said, I don't have any details or anything other than initial reports. I said, but when I look at this, I think that Danielle was lured out here by this guy. Well, guess what? The next day, Mr. Brendan Isabelle confessed to police he lured her out here. Nothing I have found yet tells us why. Why did you lure her out there? Why? Well, then we started getting some gossip. Not gossip. I don't want to demean it in that way. We started having chat. And comments that there may be a love triangle, that there's another girlfriend, now let's make it clear, what I'm saying here, I am taking from live chat and comment sections on my channel on YouTube, on Lip Lock No More. This is not from law enforcement. Not only was Brandon Isabelle supposedly involved with Danielle Hoyle and the father of her baby, Kennedy, He also was married at some point and has another girlfriend. So now we have the implication. You see where I'm going. So let's don't go crazy with it. It's an ongoing investigation, and what law enforcement is doing must not be interfered with under any circumstances. We've got to avoid that. But now we see it's taking on national. We've gone from Memphis local news to NBC. We've got Tampa Bay. We've got WATE 6, WREG News Channel 3, WBIR Channel 10. Then we start with other local news stations. Then we begin to grow into YouTubers, including myself, beginning to cover the case. It is completely different from the Summer Moon Utah Wells case. Completely. And I would like on our channel for us to stay on track. Okay? Now, this is credit to WATE on your side. Okay. We're going to see if we can watch some of this news footage. Get a conversation started today that we will continue as the case develops in the most responsible fashion we can as a social media platform. This is the newest one. Let me make sure nothing newer has come up now. That one is 1 day old. No, wait just a minute, babies. This is saying it's new. Let me see the newest thing I can find for us that is responsible. Let's see, how long is this? All right, let's try this one because it says it's new. No, we're going to try this one. All right. Credit to News Channel 5 for this coverage. Father charged with deaths of missing 2-day-old infant and mother. I've got to turn the speaker on. And pray that our static doesn't get too bad before we get done. Let's see what happens. Hang on. Okay. Let me get this where y'all can see it as good as I can get it. Okay, let's see what they have to say to us. This is 3 minutes and 25 seconds long. Oh, and it's an ad. Sorry.
We know a father is in custody due to that Amber Alert that is out of Memphis.
And right now, News Channel 5's Amelia Young has the latest from TBI headquarters. Amelia, can you tell us what the latest is? We understand the child may be dead.
Yeah, Ben and Amy, it's something we've been following all night. Memphis police released more information just hours after that Amber Alert was sent out. They say evidence does suggest that that little baby girl is dead. Now, officers say the baby's father, Brandon Isabelle, killed the mother, Danielle Hoyle, then left her body in a car. He's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and numerous other charges, along with tampering with evidence in connection with the deaths of the baby and Danielle. Now, Kennedy Hoyle is the 2-day-old baby. Again, she has not been found, but Memphis police say, sadly, evidence does suggest she is likely dead. Yesterday, police were searching for Kennedy by the Mississippi River. Officers say the search will continue until they recover her remains. She was last seen with her mother, who was shot and killed in the Whitehaven area. Again, we'll continue to follow updates to this case. Make sure you're following along on our website or our app for those latest ones that come about. Send it back to you all in the studio.
We do have some breaking news to get to here this morning. We know.
Sorry. Okay. Oops. Yes, Torty. That baby weighed, Shorty Small, honey, I'm so sorry that I completely forgot to let the mods know I was going to go live on this. I think you're the only mod in here, and my option for modding people will not come up. So I think what I'm going to have to do when I get off the live is go into my PC and pull up my Creator Studio and see if I can figure out how in there to mod a few more people. Or I definitely need to get better at letting my mods know I'm going live. And baby, Shorty, I am so sorry, honey. I tried to mod Radio Gods because I know Radio Gods and Matt Willis, because they're highly trustworthy mods on channels that I watch regularly. I've seen their conduct and know that they're really good, but I can't get my option up. I'm sorry I look so terrible, but it's not about me. So y'all saw there. Let's go to a little bit more pleasant surrounding here. Looking at that door is kind of crappy. Also in here I can plug you in. I need to get back a little further. Hi, Sky Chan. Looks like we're going to have to plug in. Get ready for a cartwheel. I got to flip you over. Sorry. And of course, we're already overheating. Darlings, Shorty Small is saying he didn't want to pay child support. Kimmy Stacy. Sorry, honey, I've got to get my chat back. Let me get another book to prop you up on. You're too low. I feel like chasing truth. I don't feel so bad. I've watched Chasing enough that we get to swing around with her little phone on the smoking porch and stuff too. Darlings, what do you make of this? Who would have deleted all of his Facebook stuff? The new girlfriend? Or the he had 106, hi Sleuth Mom. he had, hi Tanya M, honey, if I have neglected to greet you. Brianna, hi honey. Sweetie, I was talking about you behind your back. Brianna, baby, was it you the other night that was saying to me that if I went and looked at this Isabel's Facebook to be careful, that it was going to be distressing? Was that you, sweetheart? I told my viewers it was you, but I tried to make it clear that I couldn't be absolutely positive. Yes, Gma Butterfly, what you're saying there, almost like, you know, and was, oh my gosh. Okay, here I go bouncing around. Here I go bouncing around. Doggone it. Okay. Let me wait and see if Brianna tells me. Yeah, and then confesses. It's odd. He may have been under some intense interrogation. Or, and what I've seen, y'all, sorry, I had a text come in. Okay. Where was I? I'm sorry that text threw me off because it was from somebody that I choose to not be associated with any longer. Brianna, was it you, honey, that told me to not go too far down? Okay, Brianna's saying yes, ma'am. Brianna, before you came on, honey, I was telling the viewers that I heeded your warning and left yesterday open just for Summer Moon Utah Wells. I waited till this morning to go to his Facebook. There's nothing there but the profile picture. It tells us that he works at Ralph Lauren, that he went to Cordova High School. He lives in Memphis, Tennessee. He's followed by 163 people, but the friends list, all the posts and all the photos are deleted. There's nothing there. So someone, if you look at the distance between Whitehaven and the downtown riverfront area, it's about 20 minutes. Where the car and the body was located to Mud Island Boat Ramp area. I'll look more at the map with more detail here in a bit. Hi, Mrs. T with the T. So that wouldn't that mean, now y'all know I'm not tech savvy, but if he's in custody and if he does not have internet access, which one would assume he would not, that would mean somebody else has his password and access to his Facebook account and was able to delete that stuff. Is that correct? Gma Butterfly just found that out this morning. The night that Brandon Isabelle murdered Danielle Hoyle and his 2-day-old baby daughter, Kennedy Hoyle, it was his birthday. Makes me wonder if he was headed over to the gentleman's lounge to celebrate and maybe meet a girlfriend or something. I don't know. Just speculation on my part. Think they've switched it private sleuth mom? Honey, I'm glad you know how to do stuff like, I just don't know how to do stuff like that. And do love what? Okay. So he lures her out there. And she's telling her mom, April Campbell, she's taking the baby to the hospital for some more tests. Oh, y'all, I just now remembered too. Guess what else? He has no criminal record in the state of Tennessee. Now, I don't know if he's got one somewhere else. Y'all already know I can't afford to do those kind of criminal background researches that you have to pay for. But according to the news report that I included in the pre-recorded upload about this case this morning, he has no criminal record in Tennessee. How does one, I don't understand what's happened here. What made this young man, monster, baby killer, by his own admission? How do you, hi Amanda, how do you, I don't understand. So at this point, we have for who on our list will be Kennedy Hoyle at this point as of February 5th. On our who list will be Kennedy Hoyle, Danielle Hoyle. Now this is not who suspects. We're not talking suspects here. We have a suspect in custody who has admitted to these murders. That's not the who. Just the principals, human beings, real living human beings. Two of them no longer. But on my list right now is Kennedy Hoyle, Danielle Hoyle, April Campbell, a 10-year-old female child, Brendan Isabelle, and potentially a girlfriend. Kennedy, at the time of her death, was 2 days old. She weighed 6 pounds. She was 17 inches long. She had brown hair and brown eyes. And she was wearing a white onesie with black polka dots, with pink pants. In the pictures of her, she's wearing a little matching little headband and what looks like a bib with a slice of watermelon on it. Her car seat was found, reportedly, abandoned near a dumpster in a Walmart parking lot. Police were able to ascertain that the car seat was that of Kennedy Hoyle. Danielle Hoyle was the 27-year-old mother of a 10-year-old daughter, unnamed, and the mother of 2-day-old Kennedy Hoyle. She was found near Sedgwick and Levi in Memphis, Tennessee. after police officer discovered her tan Chevy Cruze with a broken driver's side window, while reportedly the officer was looking for stolen vehicles. Danielle Hoyle, 27, of Memphis, Tennessee, was found deceased with a fatal gunshot wound to the head. She reportedly had been lured to the location by Brandon Isabelle, the father of 2-day-old Kennedy. April Campbell is the surviving mother of Danielle Hoyle, the grandmother of the unnamed 10-year-old girl and of 2-day-old Kennedy Hoyle. I believe she is a resident of Memphis, Tennessee. And this morning, my heart goes out to her. If you ever see this, April Campbell, my name is Susan Brewer, and I care about you. And I care that justice is done in the case of your murdered daughter and grandchild. So, April Campbell, I make you a promise that I will be as responsible as I can possibly be when I talk about your beautiful daughter, because I've seen pictures of her, ma'am, and she was a beautiful woman, no doubt. So, Brandon Isabelle, baby killer, admitted baby killer, you lured a beautiful 27-year-old mother of a 10-year-old and a newborn to a remote location near a gentleman's club, and you killed her. And you killed your baby. And we don't even know if she was still breathing when you threw her in the muddy Mississippi River. So I will tell you this, Brandon. I will not give you the dignity of calling you sir. I will not even give you the dignity of calling you Mr. Isabelle. I'll just call you Brandon. There's a strong possibility, Brandon, you will never see this. But it's still going to give me a great deal of satisfaction to say it anyway. If you are lucky enough, sir, to live to get into the prison system in the state of Tennessee, my advice to you, sir, would be this. Oh, I just called you sir. You know why? I was raised upright. I have manners. Brandon, if you're lucky enough to make it into the Tennessee prison system, I have a really strong inclination that there are going to be a number of people in there who do not take kindly to baby killers, Brandon. I have no good wishes for you, Brandon. And whatever happens to you, Brandon, and whoever you may or may not have been influenced by to commit such a heinous crime, if that person sees this, if you exist, you people better give your hearts to God. Because I'm pretty sure that when the Memphis Police Department and the Tennessee and the whatever grand jury or then affidavits, however it proceeds through the judicial system, I don't know exactly. I don't think we need a grand jury because you're already under arrest and accused of murder, Brandon, along with whoever else may or may not have influenced you. I got a strong feeling that the prosecution in Memphis, Tennessee, Shelby County is gonna put your asses through a ringer and you're gonna wish you were dead. Because I'll straight up tell you now, I wish you were. You are a worthless piece of slime, and you, Brandon, should have thrown your ass. You, Brandon, should have jumped off the I-55 bridge or the I-40 bridge. You shouldn't even have walked down the boat ramp and just walked into that cold, dirty, nasty flowing Mississippi River. You, Brandon, should have walked out onto the bridge after you took that baby to a safe place and thrown your disgusting scum ass off of the bridge and into the river. Now, I'm going to close this by addressing something completely off topic. This is a complete gear shift. I'm going to address the text that was coming across while I'm doing a live. It was from Penny of True Crime Commentary, saying, I woke up this morning to a bunch of screenshots of you in a chat room talking about me. Yeah, you sure did. I'm sure you did. Because you and the people you run with thrive on screenshots. And it felt good after all these months to be able to say in a live chat what I have been thinking and feeling for months. Penny. Penny, you are the person who texted me and told me that Brian was Sean. Penny. I don't save threads. I've only recently learned how to take screenshots, and I'm not very good at it. I don't save threads, Penny, because I trust people. And I trusted you. So I can't show a receipt of a text proving that you're the person, but I'm going to say it now on a live stream on YouTube. Penny, you're the person who texted me and told me Brad Vachon was law enforcement. You're the person who told me that you were working with an FBI agent who it later turns out you didn't bother to ask for any ID to prove that. You're the person who told me that Cam and Allie are private investigators who are working with Brad Vachon, who is law enforcement, who was working with the supposed FBI agent. And in the same text, you told me I couldn't tell anybody. So I didn't. And now I'm sitting here doing a live stream about a double homicide involving a 2-day-old baby thrown into the Mississippi River. And you're texting me because you got some screenshots that I was chatting about you in a live chat. Penny, you're modding for Benny Keys, along with some other people. And like another YouTube creator that you used to be associated with, I've come to the decision that you've always been a gangsta. You just presented a facade in order to convince someone professional like myself and a few other YouTube creators that you were something that you are not. You lied to me. You used me and my group of researchers. You had me ask them to send information to your email address. So I helped you get content for your channel. Kitty, stop. Sorry, I've got two kitties wanting to fuss. So, Penny, here it is. I'm on a live stream, and I've shifted gears because you texted me. I'm not mad. I'm not even upset. I'm disappointed. And I would really like to know just exactly how long you've known Benny Keys. And I'd like to know how long some of the people you've been connected with have been connected with Benny Keys. And I really hope that TBI wonders how long you've been connected with Benny Keys. So if you haven't already, unmod me from your channel because I won't be back. I won't be back to channels who support you. You're welcome in my chat as long as you remain respectful. But if you ever come in my chat and stir up shit, you'll get blocked like everybody else. And there is no mending of this fence. because it wasn't broken. It was destroyed by you. And I regret that I ever became associated with you. And I feel remorse that I promoted you to my viewers. It will be their choice if they continue to watch you. I don't respect you. And when you don't have respect, you have nothing. May I lose some subs and viewers over this? Likely so. I'm pretty sure that when I've addressed this issue over the last several days, I'm pretty sure you and my viewers knew exactly who I was talking about. Along with the texts that you suddenly started sending me from out of nowhere when I addressed a certain issue, because you knew it was you. When you texted me the other night, Penny, and you said, whoever gave you that information, Penny, you gave me that information. So, viewers, there it is. You can take it for the truth or not. I rue the day that I allowed myself to become involved with YouTubers that I don't know these people. I trusted people that I should not have trusted. I apologize to my viewers. And I'll tell you something else, and let's get this cleared up. And whoever else I lose, I lose. If you care more about what I say and how I feel about others, that this would have never come to the surface if they left me the fuck alone. Just go your merry way and leave me alone. Go do your thing. Leave me over here. Let me do mine. But let's get this real clear right now, too. And if you care more, subs and viewers, I'm talking to you now. If you care more about personalities and drama and conflict in these cases than you care about the dead and missing, then I don't want you for a viewer anyway. That's it. I mean it. If you care more about drama and this kind of shit I'm talking about right now than you care about Summer Wells and Danielle Hoyle and Kennedy Hoyle, if you care more about that than you care about them, then get the fuck off of my channel. I don't want you. So let's get this one other thing cleared up right now, too. Trixie Starr is a mod on this channel, and she has been since my first live, and she will remain so. And I'm not going to explain myself to anyone in that regard. I am Trixie Starr's mama. That means I know her on a level that not a one of you do. That means I know heart. Is she modding around on my channel and some other little channels? You bet she is. Because that's what Trixie does. And you know these great big channels that have all them great big sub numbers? They didn't build those channels. Trixie Star built those channels. Because she knows how. She knows what she's doing. And a bad situation arose that had to do with emotions and romantic attachments. And some people were made really unhappy by it. And a campaign was started to trash my Trixie Star. Trixie Star built this channel from less than Trixie Star, not me. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I'm doing now. But Trixie Star built Lip Lock No More's channel from less than 100 subs to over 3,000 in less than 6 months. And I love her. And I will defend her. And if I turn out to be wrong about my granddaughter, Trixie Star, then I'll eat my words. I'll eat crow. So what I'm going to ask you right now on this live to do is give her a chance. Because you don't know what really happened. All you know is the trash talk you've heard on YouTube. If I lose you, I lose you. And my channel will continue to move forward no matter how many subs I have. And I will continue to discuss the case of Summer Moon Utah Wells. I will continue to develop my discussions on the case of murdered Danielle Hoyle and her baby Kennedy, and the upcoming trial or whatever happens with Brandon Isabelle in Memphis, Tennessee. And Penny, I'm going to take your number out of my phone when I end this live. Don't ever text me again. And don't ever call me again. Ever. Baby dolls, I think I need to end this. Sky Chan, you're here. Torty feels heart sore for Trixie. B, everyone please protect your money. Y'all. It's your money. You do with it what you want. Y'all know that I am a member on one channel, Scott H. Does he have issues with Trixie? Yes, he does. Do I have issues with Scott? No, I don't. You know why? I'm a fucking grown-up. Just because this person has an issue with that person, and I know this person, and I know that person, that doesn't mean I need to have an issue with a person they're having an issue with if I still have reason to respect this person. And Scott H. has never done a damn thing wrong to me that I know of. I have never been told he has spoken poorly of me. I have never been told that he has bashed me. I have been a member on his channel since he started having memberships. And I will continue to do so as long as Scott H. remains who he is in his content. What goes on in his personal life, my personal life, Trixie's, anybody else's personal life, is nobody's business. So y'all are going to continue to see me in a certain chat room, in a certain chat room, in a certain place, saying certain things, because I am who you saw the first day my channel came up, and have been throughout it, and will continue to be with no monetization. So I'm just saying, if you want to become a member over at Scott, I'm not telling you to go over there and become a member. If you want to, do it. But watch your money on these YouTube channels. Hi, Hotel California. Hotel, honey, the live was about Kennedy Hoyle and Danielle Hoyle. And in the middle of the live, I got a text from someone. So I finished up my discussion on what's going on in Memphis with that case right now. You know, opinion, discussion, speculation, blah, blah, blah. And in the middle of my life, I got a text from Penny from True Crime Commentary. So I felt in the middle of a live for the first time since I've been on YouTube that I needed to address something, because that's not what my channel is about. I address these issues in pre-recorded uploads so that my viewing audience isn't subjected to it. But evidently, she didn't know we were live. Debbie Z, thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Grand Dragon. Thank you, Jean's Journey. Okay. So, Gma Butterfly, I know, honey. I know that it does. We're not going to do that here. Not on lives. I want my lives to be about discussion, case discussion, think tank kind of approach, or just letting my viewers vent their feelings in a live chat to me and to the others in the chat room. Because listen, y'all, I've learned that I've got viewers, and I didn't mean for it, I didn't know it was going to go this way. But we've got some viewers who are alone. And our chat room is their social circle. And they look forward, I don't know why, but they look forward to this coming on. So I want to honor the children and their families, the families that deserve to be honored. And I want to give my live chat the place that I've tried to create and promise to you from the very beginning, a safe place to talk about really horrible crap. So I'm sorry that I trusted a devious person. And my having put that trust in a devious person may or may not have led you down a wrong road too. That makes me somewhat responsible. So what I have to do in the future is be really careful. And now that I have the internet, I can do my own research. I don't have to rely on other people that I can't be sure if what they're telling me is true. But I can make this promise for sure, without a doubt, to my viewers. If I ever tell you that I'm working with an FBI agent, I will have checked first to make sure that they are who they say they are. And I won't be sending other creators text messages, getting them to say things or telling them things and telling them not to say anything. And then months later have me sitting here wondering, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you want me to believe that Brad Wishon was law enforcement? Why did you want me to believe you were working with an FBI agent? And why did you want me to think that Cam and Allie of Kraken cases are private investigators directly linked with Brad Wishon? Why did you want me to think that, Penny? It's a rhetorical question because I don't intend to ever be in contact with you to get the answer. And I really hope you enjoy your time with Benny Keys. Maybe pre-existing. Okay, so, hi Eileen Driscoll. Bob and I need to get up to the phone store because Bob, being stubborn Bob, has kept a track phone all these years. And the other day, he got notified by track phone that the phone he has is not going to operate anymore. And then the snow and ice came. And guess what happened during the snow and ice? His phone quit working, and I've been trying to convince him that if we joined, if he would use my carrier and we got on a family plan. So it took his little prepaid phone saying, "You can't use me anymore," to get my stubborn Taurus husband, convinced that we got to go up to the store and get on a good plan and get him a phone and all that sort of thing. And the roads have cleared, so I think we can do that. And let me see if I can find a really, yeah, Mr. Bob needs an update. Y'all, it was still a flip. It was a flip. Let me see if I can find something really short for us to read before we say goodbye. And because we put up our hi Carrie, because we put up our copyright disclaimer at the very beginning, it should still cover us reading something I hope I can find from Bennett Cerf's Stories to Make You Feel Better, published by, copyright held 1972 by the estate of Bennett A. Cerf. Yeah. Oh, Random House. Random House. Let's see. Hang on just a minute. I want to find something. Have I got kitties going nuts in there, or is my husband acting up? Okay, Bob's not acting up, so all the clanging and banging is some kitty acting up. I'll have to go check that out when we get off here, too. What is this? Okay. I haven't read this in forever and ever and ever, so we're going to read this as try to lift our spirits before we close out. Why are you staring at me, my darling? Well, you're ready to go. I'm sure you just heard me tell my viewers we're getting ready to go. Men. He's ready to go. I better read this so we can go to the phone store and get him a phone. All right. Bennett Cerf, lift our spirits before we say goodbye today. You've heard lots of mean stories about agents for finance companies swooping down on delinquents and repossessing autos, TV sets, pianos, and whatnot. Here's a nice story for a change. An agent had to remind a nice old farmer that he hadn't paid the last 2 of 50 installments on a new car. "It's in the barn," said the farmer sadly, and in a low voice so his wife couldn't hear. "Sickness cost us too much this year. I'm afraid you'll have to take that car off our backs." The agent walked reluctantly to the barn. There he was amazed to find the automobile shiny and new, up on blocks, carefully covered with a tarpaulin, with the speedometer showing only 12 miles, the distance from the auto sales room to the farmer's barn. "But you've never really used this car," exclaimed the agent. "Didn't feel I should," explained the farmer. "I figured she ain't mine till she's fully paid for." The agent slammed shut his collection book, put the tarpaulin back over the car, and said, "Pop, I guess we'll just let you have this car till your crops come in. The end. So, a nice guy doing a nice thing for a nice person. Let's see if we can't be nice guys doing nice things for nice persons. I would go to chat and go blah, 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 blah. But Bob is standing over there in that doorway staring at me with his hands in his pockets like this. So I'm going to close by saying I love you very, very much. Behave yourselves. I know. Wasting my breath in your time. I love you, and I will see you on the flip-flop if you stick with me. And if I can get the say goodbye thing to come up.